Seems like it's choosing a good time to freeze. Everyone, by the way, I'm Niall. I'm the UCL, I suppose, representative here today. I'd just like to welcome you all to IDEA London. So this is an incubation space collaboration between UCL, DC Thompson and Cisco, who obviously are well represented here today. So if anybody's interested in finding out a bit more about the space, we can have a chat over a beer later. This is something I just put together quite quickly, just in this true spirit of a hack, just to throw something together, and it's called Send What You See. It was going to be Say What You See. The idea is to use a computer vision API and the Spark API in order to send recognized text over into a chat room. So why would you want to do something like that? Well, the idea is that it would recognize pieces of text that might be in front of you. You might be visually impaired, for example. It might be useful in remote cases where you have somebody who's trying to fix an item of equipment, has a very bad data connection, can't do a full HD video over some of the technologies that we've been hearing about. You might be stuck at Glastonbury, for example, as we've just heard. So really, it was just a simple example trying to capture text, recognize it, match it with a set of library objects, and then send that over into a Spark message room. So then people could write backwards to you as you're trying to fix the problem. It also could be useful for translation and text-to-speech as well. So the idea is it recognizes the text. You've got a certain region of the device that's available for just capturing the text. It will acquire it, track it, compare that with a dictionary object, and then when you're happy with it, you just swipe, and that sends it over to the chat message room. Or it could start capturing in real time, but that's going to get a little bit flooded in that message room. So the idea is you're just sending small bits of text, and that saves you typing it in. You could obviously extend this to use capturing audio or capturing video in short clips, or just the images that the camera is already capturing. So the architecture is quite straightforward, really. Just got a text display area. I'll show you again at the end a little video, because it's going to be rather hard to demo it up here. Spark networking. So one of the issues that I encountered was that this is running on Android, my implementation. There is a Java API for Spark, but unfortunately it doesn't work with Android due to some JSON parsing issues in there, so I just kind of wrote it from scratch inside Android. And then it's using a third-party API called Vuforia for doing some of the camera capture. It's pretty basic, again, but it could be useful as a basis for building out more complicated applications on top of that. We looked at other computer vision type APIs. We had a very interesting demo last year at TADHack here in London using OpenCV to see if people had fallen asleep, a bit like the earlier example of online courses and engagement. There's also many other APIs out there from IBM, Microsoft, and a new one from Google. We were just chatting about this earlier, but I just went with something that runs on the device itself for efficiency, speed, and especially if we don't have a high amount of bandwidth to send it to the server for recognition. So let me just show you a quick little video here. The easiest. And bring up that Spark room in the back. So I have a simple Spark room here, and whatever I'm capturing is appearing inside there. So let me just roll back this video. So the idea is some instructions for the user. There's a region up at the top of the screen for capturing the text, and then you just swipe whatever word that you want to. It's set to an individual word, but it obviously could recognize sentences as well if that's what you're interested in using. So you just swipe the word that you want. There is a little bit of feedback there on that. It's a little bit hard to see. Just it keeps refreshing so frequently. And you go back to the Spark room, and what you've been tracking appears inside there. Simple as that. I can show people afterwards if anyone's interested. So that's about it. Does anyone have any questions on that? Thank you.
Well done, Niall. Any questions? Spark team. Steve, looking at you. Any questions?
No, we were chatting about this earlier.
Okay.
So, yeah.
You're going to solve,
Android.
That's
Yes,
it.
I have plenty of feedback for the Cisco team on that, which is the idea of this, I guess. Okay.
Okay, so that was
Thanks a lot.
excellent. Thanks again, Niall. So,